I probably use Google search the most often because it's one of the easiest and it's just been around for a while and it gives me the best results.
The search engine I use the most would be Google. Just what I've used really since I've been using search engines, like since high school.
I use Google because it's always just automatically on my computer screen and it's just easy to type in whatever I want to search.
I use Google because when you start typing, it automatically comes out with those little suggestions on the bottom.
When we was in China, always use its name Baidu because you cannot use that. You use Google in China, but it's something different. But I prefer Google better.
The internet search engine Google was developed by Larry Page and Sergey Brin in 1996 as a research project at Stanford University. It was formally incorporated in 1998. By 2004, Google was handling over 80% of all internet searches, both on its website and through its partnership with other internet clients. It had become a part of internet culture. Even its name was being used as a verb meaning to search the web. The internet and Google have become key features of democratic societies because of their ability to facilitate communication around the world. They eliminate borders, allowing the dissemination of information between limitless numbers of people. Google's stated mission, to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful, is democratic. However, its business practices are not.
Generally, it's based on algorithms that are trying to find the most relevant, and generally meaning most relevant are pages that people are visiting the most. And so Google has what are called spiders or bots that go out, troll pages on the web, create versions of them. They're called cached, and then they're indexed so that as users look for them, their keywords will appear.
When doing a web search, most Google users believe that the first web pages listed will be the most reliable. However, because of Google's business practices, this may not be the case. Many of the first links users see are sponsored or purchased links. This process, called search engine optimization, allows companies to buy keywords that will place their website higher than others. Because it allows companies to pay for placement, Google does not rank its searches based on quality. Google's non-democratic nature is also highlighted by its willingness to censor search results in other countries. In China, Google's owners agreed to censor content that the Chinese government did not want citizens to view, such as the protests at Tiananmen Square in 1989.
And Tiananmen Square was so significant that it would seem impossible that you hadn't ever heard of it before. And when I was talking to them, they said that I'd heard something about that. Someone said something once, and one of them said I tried to look it up on Google, and I couldn't get any information about it. And it was just such a significant event in Chinese history, even though it is 1989. It's not that long ago. That it really it's oftentimes used as like the quintessential example of Google censorship, is that you could never get anything if you typed in Tiananmen Square 1989, or massacre Tiananmen, anything like that would get you nothing on Google.
It is important for the general public to understand that Google is not democratic.
My sense for a solution would be to educate people so that they know what's going on. I think the ways in which Google's paid sponsored searches come up first is a pretty easy thing to overcome. Click down one page, and all these other sources are there.
The Google search results page needs to divide itself into two categories: sponsored pages and non-sponsored pages. By implementing this system, Google becomes transparent to its users and achieves its stated mission by operating democratically.